Hi, everybody. Welcome. It's Friday. It's time to play 8-bit Nintendo games and put them on a list. In fact, we have the list right here. It's got 76 games on it, and we're looking to add another, 7 to 10 games here today. That's the hope. But, sometimes some games take longer than others. And so we never know exactly how many games we're going to get through. Some of these games have been suggested by you, the viewer, the members of the Gerstmann advisory panel. You can sign up and learn more about it over at patreon.com/Jeff Gerstmann. Patreon has a thing now where if you're not looking to spend any money, you can just follow the page. And that's a good, easy way for you to see the free posts and stuff like that, which there have been a handful of those. I think the last one was about Forza, little something I wrote there. And that's something I will take into account if there are people there for, more free posts or something like that. Maybe I'll do something like that. As we kind of sift through the aftermath of everything that's been happening over here. It's been going good. It's been going good. This new baby doesn't like to sleep at night. She's like a little vampire. She likes to sleep all day and then be awake all night, which is less than ideal in some situations. I've got to clear this desk is a mess. And I've been trying to clean it up and get rid of it. I'm moving these things off of it right now. They've been sitting there for a while. The folks at Genki sent these over. It is their new line of, I guess, like capture. Well, it's not just capture gear. It's like stuff that, it's like, hey, do you want to play, do you want to use an iPad as a screen for, if you want to, like a dock type thing. So it's like they've got this little jobby is like it's like an HDMI port that then just has a USB port on the other end. So it's like this kind of very compact capture style device with no pass-through or anything like that. They've got a switch dock style thing that I get, you can use a Steam Deck with it or something too. What is this here? Yeah, it's got, HDMI, USB for like charging a controller or whatever. And then USB-C for, docking. For docking. And then this other thing here is the Shadowcast 2 Pro. I don't know. They're selling these, I guess, now. And they'll be out a little bit later in the year. The Shadowcast 2 Pro here is the one that seems interesting to me because it does, pass through and HDR and variable refresh rate stuff. So I'm always, there's something about, when you go on the road to capture game footage at events and stuff like that. Like there's something about having a nice, very compact pass-through friendly device. So I'm kind of interested in checking this out. I have an Elgato. The Elgato device I bought, I think they discontinued it like immediately. It was like the HD60X. I think they still sell them, but it's not something they're promoting super hard. The capture gear is in a really weird spot right now. Insofar as like consoles are starting to do things that are too much for an external capture device to handle, and and no one's making internal cards that really do it either. There's just like weird bandwidth considerations for if you want to do, okay, it's 4K, it's 120 hertz, it's variable refresh rate, it's HDR. Like as you start to stack all of that stuff up, like Avermedia has a card coming out that has support for HDMI 2.1 is like pass through. And certain types, like it is slightly better, but still not the thing you actually want. Looking at the stats on that thing, and it's, I don't know, it's frustrating, but it's like frustrating for such a small handful of games that actually take advantage of and support all of that stuff that, it's like, hey. But yeah, I don't know, having a more compact kind of switch dock and some of that other stuff is kind of handy. Capturing from the Switch can sometimes be broken. I don't know. Sometimes you dock that thing up and it just, I don't know, HDMI handshaking or whatever it is, but just sometimes the Switch doesn't want to work. And that's frustrating. Let's play some Nintendo games. Of course, if we look at the list here, number 1 on the list, Rygar. Is it Tecmo's finest moment, Rygar? Maybe. I don't know. You know, some might say the Ninja Gaiden reboot or whatever for Xbox. It's weird to think of that game as a reboot, considering it's probably like coming up on 20 years old or something now. But that's basically what it was. There's even the original Ninja Gaidens, of course, which we have not gotten to yet. Tecmo made a pretty good wrestling game, if I remember correctly. So we'll get there someday. And then we go all the way down at the bottom of the list, Athena. SNK Classic. Classic character. We love Athena. We love Psycho Soldier, all of that. This game, however, this NES port of this game, dreadful. Dreadful. Let's get into it. We got a game here. Let's just go over here right now and see if this is all working. Hello. It's been a little bit. I switched to BizHawk for a little bit. I may switch back to BizHawk at some point in the future, but there's just a little bit of setup stuff that I need to do a little bit more of here before I can do that reliably. So let's call this up and get our first game going. This game is not there's a surprising amount of this on the NES that I never really thought of. Games that came to the NES but didn't start there. And so this is like Konami's version of Electronic Arts' Skate or Die. Much like Archon and Mule and some of the other games we played recently, Skate or Die is an amazing Commodore 64 game. And I can't remember the last time I played this version of it on the old 8-bit Nintendo, but I do not have fond memories of this game. I'll tell you right off the bat, I think this rendition of the music is way worse. Way worse. So here we have I guess what, Rodney here. He's Lester's father. And oh, do we not pick a board color? I thought we had to go over here to pick a board color. We'll practice the events because, like California games or summer games, this is kind of an event-based thing. I also think that they're like, this is something that I would say about the Commodore original as well, but like, I feel like their take on what a skater looks like is really weird. You know, it's like this little greaser, like 50s looking dude here with his white shirt and blue jeans. Anyway, let's just go around the horn here. All right, pool joust. Poser Pete, Aggro Eddie, Lester, you know. Got him. So they never animated. Okay, so I have to dodge him now. He's got the stick. Oh, he got me. Got him. They did not animate you striking out with the pool joust stick. Instead, it just flashes when it is actively attacking. And so you push the button to make it flash, and you have to push it at the right time. Oh, he's gonna make it. And now after five attempts, 5 passes, the stick changes hands, and we lose. Man, been a long time since I've lost the old pool joust. All right, downhill race. Okay. I was like, wait, which button are we hitting here? This is, what is happening here? Okay, how do I jump? Why isn't this... The Nintendo has 2 buttons. I'm hitting both? Okay, wait. So I have to hold down the A button. Also, this is all taps. I have to like tap down to go and all right, we need to do that again. Like the momentum is terrible. Like the oh jeez, like the turning radius. And to jump, I have to hold down the A button, push down to load it up, and then push up to actually ollie. Oh, we had to jump over that grate, but we didn't make it. It feels terrible. All right, let's try and... Uh-oh. Now if I can crouch, I can crouch through the pipe as well. It feels terrible. Like the turning radius and the like gaining of speed and stuff, just it doesn't feel like it works. Yeah, this is rotten. But hey, we're starting to get some of these these points achievements here. So let's try one more. I mean, it's pretty short, so like the jump is so fucking shitty. Yeah, the just the momentum on the turns and stuff, it just it feels real bad. Feels real bad. The Commodore 64 version has similar, you know, conceptually similar stuff in it. I just it doesn't feel nearly that bad. Now we've got the Jam, which I think this, for my money, this is, I think, the most fun of the events, because it's you know, in some ways it's the weirdest because we are punching and kicking. Same basic controls as the other one, but it's way more responsive, which makes you wonder, like, well, why? Ah. So, you know, like the downhill event, there's, you know, just little things you can do here if you know to do them. Like that there's a, oh, is there not? Yeah, okay, I must have just missed it. Like that you can go through that, and you can jump on the cop car. Fuck the cops, is what this game says. Okay, I remember this being... Well, we're not going to get much of a jump here if we can't figure out how to pump. Much like California games, it's skateboarding. A lot of the... Boy, this achievement spam here is really unmanageable. I don't have any good way to restart or to wreck. I can't... It's just gonna... Alright, oh, it's stacked them up, too, for a while, so it's gonna be a little bit here before we... Oh, boy. Let's see. Settings. What is that? User interface? I guess we could just go into achievements and... just turn off leaderboard submits and starts and faileds for now. Okay. This has not solved the other problem that we're having. We need to... start that one over and see if we can... Nope, it's not down up. Left and right real quick? Okay, thank you. Yeah, oh, so it's just... So we get 10 passes, basically. And that's it, apparently. I think if you want to do spins and other tricks, there's the other the other half-pipe event. This sucks. That's terrible. Oops. Like that, you know, this feels okay in comparison to the other events, especially. Like it's. But I think the best trick you can do is to just like spin and then go over the like this roll-in gap or whatever. Oh God, blasted out of his pads. Yeah, I don't know. Like the options at your disposal are not great. I think this is one of those games where, you know, I think compared to a lot of the other stuff on this platform, it compares a whole lot less favorably than the Commodore 64 version of this does. And so basically your only other option here is that you can turn it to compete instead of practice, and then, you know, it will judge your scores. That's sort of the only... Oh, blam. But I don't know, I never felt like this was a very good version of the game. Oops. And I think I maintain that this is not a very good version of this game. But a lot of that is, you know, because just of the nature of the platform, right? You know, the types of games that came out on the NES. Like, this is a very thin thing. And I'm kind of bummed. I don't know. Like I've always loved Skate or Die, but I don't think this game is very good here on the NES. And you know, I feel like I went back and played it on the Commodore 64 pretty recently and had a pretty good time with it still. So I don't know, but it is basically the same basic idea. You can move the cursor over Rodney's hair, and he says, "Don't you like my do?" You know, and he was apparently a former Marine, and now runs a skate shop. But as of these events, like Joust is pretty boring. The race would be good if it controlled better. The Jam is probably the best event in the game, but you know, it's that one track. It's very short, and it just sort of, you just sort of blast through it, and you can learn a few tricks as to secret little shortcuts you can take and stuff like that. But it's not amazing. High jump feels like an afterthought. And freestyle, you know, I'll take the freestyle here over the half pipe event in California games for whatever that's worth. But this is yeah, not a great game. Let's take it to the list. Man, Skate or Die. I'm going to say it's got Where's California Games, because it's definitely under that. Okay, yeah, here's that. It's I would take Mule. Right? I mean, yeah. I think Skate or Die is not as good as Dino Wars Destruction of Spondylus. Spondylus. But I would take Skate or Die over Double Dare, right? I mean, I would take it over the Karate Kid. Definitely take it over Krusty's Funhouse. Actually, it's right in there though. It's better than RoboCop. We can say that much. Yeah, it's you take it above Krusty's Funhouse, you take it above Karate Kid, you take it above Double Dare. But man, okay. Man, this is a game, again, I hold this game with high esteem in my heart. And so, but again, I also would have probably said like, oh, but not on Nintendo. I mean, let's not be crazy. So maybe this isn't surprising, but I think if you told me when we started this little operation that I would be telling you that Mach Rider is a better game than Skate or Die, I would not have believed you. But that's how science works sometimes. You know, once you get into it, you learn things. All right, let's get on to our next game here. Let's just let's keep it moving. This one was suggested by Jeff, as opposed to the previous game was suggested by Jeff. And this is, you know, a lot of ports and stuff on this thing. Rare did this shit. It's Ivan Iron Man Stewart's Super Off-Road. I played a whole hell of a lot of this game in arcades, where it had a steering wheel, and you know, it was like this and Super Sprint are very similar. This thing, I don't know. I mean, we're doing off-road truck driving. We're from America. What a glorious soundscape. All right, I'm in second place here. Yeah, I remember renting this game. Or I remember playing this game. I assume I must have rented it. All right, we pulled into first. But basically, I don't know, you hold down the gas and then occasionally you hit the nitrous boost for a little, And then we have our upgrades here. You need to buy more nitrous if you want it. Let's get one chunk of acceleration and one chunk of top speed. This looks, I guess, okay compared to the arcade game. The sound is terrible. I don't, I never would have... Yeah, this is a miserable audio experience, especially with headphones on. And the physics of the way the cars move after a nitrous boost and stuff was always kind of fun in arcades because it was really like loose and you fly through the air and you'd hit some of these jumps and go flying and sometimes that would be really fun. But here it just, the way the car just kind of juts up and down, we're gonna lose. But we finished second at least, right? Yeah. Let's get some shocks, I guess, and spend the rest on nitrous. So yeah, I don't know. I loved this game in arcades, but also it is the designers of this game were assholes, I guess maybe is the... So basically, one of these trucks, I believe it is the truck that's in first place now, but one of these trucks is actually, forget what the game tells you that all of them are named Ivan, but one of them is literally meant to be Ivan Stewart. And the Ivan Stewart truck, the more nitrous you use, the faster its top speed gets. And so if you just buy a bunch of nitrous and then try to like blast your way to the finish line every time, that car is just going to get quietly faster and faster and faster and faster until you're just screwed. And it's nasty. It's nasty. Like we talk about NBA Jam and how, the Mark Turmel and Sal DeVita were making sports games that were designed to be played to a tie to force you to play overtime so that you could, so that you would have to put in more money to play overtime, and how devious that was. This, I think, is in a lot of ways worse. And on top of that, in the arcade version of this game, if you ran out of cash, you could put in another quarter and add more cash so that you could buy more nitrous. But if you bought more nitrous and used it, you were just making Ivan faster. And so it was this situation where, like, yeah, you might have, you definitely won that race. You definitely spent like 30 nitruses to win that race. And now guess what? You're out of nitrous. And Ivan's going real fast now. And so it's it's demonic in that you have to, you know, you are incentivized to spend money to win the races, but ultimately the more you do there, the worse of a time you're like the harder of a time you're gonna have. And I think that's truly, again, I think that's truly devious. It was something that would happen, especially in the later races, but I you know, we're not seeing too much of that here. So I don't know necessarily if this version of the game does it quite as dramatically. Obviously, you know, you can't just put in a quarter to get more money here. So it's got that going for it. We didn't use a lot of nitrous in that race, so I'm gonna invest in top speed. And so I would always go to arcades. I would always just put in a bunch of money up front and just go, well, whatever. I want to upgrade the truck now. But you know, again, the more you upgrade the truck, the AI trucks are also, now we have higher top speeds as well. Like, we're not telling you that, but it certainly is obvious behind the scenes that like these trucks are getting faster. And then Ivan's truck is the one that is like where they make it obvious, where they're just like, oh, we're not going to hide it. Ivan, go fast. And so that's filthy, right? I mean, I think it's gross. It's really messed up. It's really messed up. Like, look at how far ahead. Look at how, you know, we lost that race by half a lap because, so yeah, there you go. I mean, you know, like he's jumping out so far ahead in these races already. It's really filthy. What? And apparently you have to win the race in order to not lose a credit or whatever. I think the kind of isometric-y sort of view of the track is a little hard to discern here on the NES, like more so than it was in the arcade. And I think the way the trucks move on it looks fake. Like it just looks, well, whatever. It's what it is, right? I say it looks like sprites dropped on an entirely static background that is ever unchanging. But that's I don't know. That's a lot of video games. I don't know. So it's like it just looks extra janky to me. But sometimes you hit the nitro and hit one of these obstacles in the road and your truck goes flying and flies through the air and you're like, that's cool. So, you know, it's got that going for it. But this doesn't feel especially good. And so it's really tempting to try to like really not use your nitro. But sometimes, you know, on these straightaways, you know, just if you try to use it sparingly, I suppose is the right answer. use it to kind of recover from mistakes. Because then sometimes you hit the nitrous and you just ram into the back of another car and don't go anywhere. Ugh. But yeah, I don't know. I think that there's aspects of the, like, I think the just the control, the weird freewheeling, crazy flying trucks of the arcade version, I think it's a really dynamic and cool looking thing to see, you know? And so I really appreciate aspects of this game, but I feel like those aspects are barely present here in this version of the game. That's probably the most damning thing I could say about it, is that like the stuff that made this game like stand out and cool in arcades is kind of just a lot more subdued here. And the way your truck bounces off some of the obstacles doesn't feel right. Racking up some achievements here. But you know, it's this game was, I believe, 3 players in arcades, so that Ivan could always be there to fuck you over and make you put in more money. And it was fun to play multiplayer. And I'm guessing that this game with other human players is probably a more enjoyable time. We're not going to catch Ivan here. We're not going to catch him. Oh, wait. Oh, I got rammed into the behind. I rammed Ivan from behind. And he won. You think this supported it? Yeah, it does seem to have a 4-player option on the menu. So it looks like it probably did support the 4 score? Is that what we're going with here? Is that what that thing was called? And see, so now we're in this weird situation where Ivan just like went crazy fast through that whole race in a scary way. And now here I am about to lap them all. Like it's the AI is just really inconsistent, and that's not cool either. Like it doesn't feel like I'm competing against like other racers here. It just feels like everything they did to try to make the game work is like quadrupling down on the weird bullshit that the arcade version kind of had. And also, you know, Rare fucking... They made RC Pro-Am. You know, they made better control. I mean, you know, they're kind of hamstrung here by having to port an existing game. So, you know, it's not quite as simple as that, but... But there are, you know, there are better games for your money when it comes to, like, a fun, arcadey, loose racing game. You know, RC Pro-Am is right there. Oh. Oh. I nitrous right into a wall. We're not going to win this one. Like, it looked like every time I was hitting nitro, they were getting boosts also in that one without them hitting nitro. Yeah, it's just, you know. It gives bad feeling. Like the difficulty doesn't come from a fun place. It does not like, oh, I outdrove Ivan Stewart, the Iron Man himself. Instead, it's just like, oh, on this race, they decided to be shitty. And on the other race, after you lost a race, they calmed back down and were less shitty. Can perpetually finish second, but that's not... Apparently that's not good enough. Well... I keep, like, I'm, like, invested in these stupid upgrades. I'm like, well, you know, I've purchased quite a few upgrades now. I should see if the truck handles better now. Also, you know, without the analog steering wheel, like, you know, weaving your way, like, it doesn't look like it, but these three mountains here, like, you're, you know, ideally supposed to kind of weave your way through them, and the looseness of the steering made that a really fun time in arcades, and I don't think that stuff is captured in this port either. Yeah, just kind of, you know, hey, it's rough stuff all around. I think, you know, in kind of rear view analysis, I think the arcade version of this is highly suspect in some ways that didn't seem quite as fucked back in the day. But also, I think that, you know, time has not been kind to this port of the game on top of that. But what if there's an achievement for fully upgrading the truck? Alright, let's stop. Let's stop. That's a bummer. I guess this is my... If I had to sum it up here, Super Off-Road is isn't very fun. All right, so what are we looking at here? It's, you know, I would rather play it that than Skate or Die. I would rather play Super Off-Road than Mach Rider. I'd probably take I might take Super Off-Road over Captain Skyhawk. Yeah, it's right in there. It's right in there. I'm gonna say we're gonna right in there. There you go. Our new number 56, Ivan Iron Man Stewart's Super Off-Road. It's no Spelunker. And it's certainly no Dino Wars. Destruction of Spawn Deluxe. thank you to Jeff for submitting that one. DK, the Drift King. I assume that stands for Drift King. Donkey Kong. Brings us our next game. And boy, oh boy, I'm really curious. Oh man, I am excited. It's Super Dodgeball. This game made me wish that because when you're growing up, you go to school, you play a lot of dodgeball, but we never played dodgeball like this. And something about it made me wish that when we played dodgeball in school, we used these rules. I like that the select key just makes a boink noise, but doesn't. Yeah. And you're like, why does this have the same music as Renegade? You know, as a kid, you're like, why does this have the same music as River City Ransom? Why does this have, and then you grow up and you learn that they're all part of the same franchise in Japan, that they're all the same thing. Oh, okay, we didn't, okay, so now we know that's the pass button. Okay, good. Oh, this is a little herky-jerky. Boom! Suck it, Fred. A little bit of that for you. So you have to hit a button to catch the ball. You can pass the ball. Each character will have different super attacks. Generally speaking, you do the super attacks by running as hard as hell at the line and then just hitting the button at the last second. And, you've got a jumping attack. England! Nice little airplane. This is what they look like in England. Not a lot of sunshine. Oh. Oh, jeez. They're mixing it up. We gotta catch it. We gotta... Oh, no. Okay. So those guys just are there fucking you up, man. You can't eliminate them. They're just there to... If you drop the ball and let it get to them, they will... They will try and do it to you. And they can intercept those passes. Well. Oh, see, he caught it when he was out, so he had to... Get the ball. Oh, jeez. Okay. No, 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 don't pass over there. We're trying to... Okay. You're fired. There. Come on, Sam. I will admit that the flashing players, you know, because it's flashing to say like, here's, you know, here's who you're controlling and all that sort of stuff is a little. Boom. Oh, jeez. Oh, I hit the catch button. I thought I must have hit it too early. Suck it, James, Scott, and Henry. Those are good British dude names. Not like Sam, John, and Mike. So yeah, I mean the kind of the way the characters kind of flash to denote that like that's who you're pointing at if you're going to pass to them and all of that, like that doesn't hold up super well. I think that's, you know, hey, this game's kind of a flickery mess. Oh. It's cool that I hit that guy, but I only really hit him for 6, so we'll see what John has. Yeah, that's right, he's got that one. 7. And Sam hits for like 20. I don't fuck around with these backline guys because I'm trying to do super shots every time, you know? Come on. Come at me. Yeah, you know, frame rate on the, you know, some of these super shots and some of this other stuff could be better. That's definitely true. But like, I think in terms of like feel, I think this game is cool as hell. Though this aspect of the game, you know, maybe needs a shot clock, or like if you're gonna do all these kind of backline shenanigans. Oh fuck. No, get the ball, get the ball. Also, you know, maybe it needs something a little trickier, you know, I feel like because again, the passing the ball around is so slow. You would think that would be something you could use as like we're going to change it up. We're going to, you know, move the ball around so you don't see where it's coming from. But like, you know, the catch button doesn't really care which way you're facing when it comes to some of those side shots. And so I think if you wanted to round this game out tactically, you could do a lot better with some of that stuff. But and I don't know, I know that there have been more of these, though this was always the one, you know, this. There we go. Okay. All right, Iceland. Iceland, very insidious sounding music. Oh, Got a lot of penguins hanging out watching. You know. Penguins. Ice. That's just real. This, you know, that's just real. Suck it, Hans. Yeah, I mean, you know, you fucking nail that guy with one of these 18 damage shots. It's taking like half his health. Like, they have a ton of health, but you're just like, oh, here, check this shit out. Get fucked. Newt. It's just, the hits just feel so fucked. It's just like, and they go flying. I'm trying to think, they do one of these for like GBA or something. I know that it felt like they were always trying to do one of these, or, you know, but never really nailing it. All right, we gotta. Yeah, give it to John. John knows what's up. USA. China. I'd say a lot of the music in this game is borderline not okay. 27. All right, they tricked me. One shot that motherfucker. How many teams are there? All right. Kenya. Got our Rygar sunset out here. Oh. No, he's gonna get the ball back. Okay. And it feels like it's harder. You know, the thing is I'm sure that these are meant as differences in the turf because it takes a little bit longer for your run to gain speed here in Kenya. But it doesn't feel... It feels instead like the game is weird. It doesn't feel like a deliberate feature of the terrain. Instead, it just feels like it's not scrolling right. I don't... You know, it's strange. All right, Oba. Anytime. Anytime. Blap! Brap! This game just feels damn good. All right, semifinals. Japan. No. Get it. Honda. Get bent. Very deferential to Fuji. Always passing the ball to Fuji. Come on. Oh, shit. Knocked him through the screen. Like a hacked Mortal Kombat machine. Yeah. Fuji caught one in the back. All right. Now what? Now what? smoked! Tokyo Drift, motherfucker. All right. $1950, big year over there. Get it, get it, get it, get it. No, no, don't pass that way. Okay. We want Sam or John to be doing our shooting because their jumping supers are they just hit a little easier than that weird one that Mike does. Oh, very tricky. Oops, oops, shit! I accidentally ran. Oh. All right. Uh-oh. Ooh. Everybody moved. Not falling for it anymore. Ah. What's up? What's up? Shit. Yeah, you can throw the ball at the side guys. You can't kill them, I don't think, but you can knock them down, and that is fun sometimes. That's right, we win. We're the best in the world. Surely there's no one. Oh my god! What weird, dark technology do the Russians have that they've got American clones? Evil Mike. Who would have thought it possible? The flickering is not helping with the weird feeling, the occasionally inconsistent feel of this game. Now they call you Dead Mike. Like CB4. Oh, what the fuck?
Ugh, I'm messing up the timing. There we go. Suck it, fake Sam. Now what? That's right. Get him while he's running away. Oh, it's so close. I think I'm waiting a little too long to hit it. There we go. There we go. Yeah. Not an intensely difficult game, but awesome. Just a great feel. Though I will say, you know, something it's like, it's just a little inconsistent, especially in that last stage with the extra flashing. Like, it's just kind of, felt a little bit off in spots. Can you play as the other team? Yeah. I think in 2-player you can play as the other teams. Yeah, I think. Just a wonderful video game. Just feels good. Still feels good after all these years. Whoa. That was intense. Quick, get your camera and take a picture of the screen and send it into Nintendo Power. Too late. And I forget what Beanball is. Someone in chat was saying to play it, but I... Okay, it's just... This is just raw. This is some prison shit. It's crazy to think that all of this stuff came from Renegade, a game that is, in a lot of ways, kind of rotten. Oops. Oops. I thought I was going to catch that. Oh well. Oh, jeez. Oh. Why would you just pass to him? Why would you do that? Oh, jeez. It's on now. Suck it. That's pretty fun. What a great game. What a fantastic, wonderful game. A good feel. I would liken it, you know, it hasn't seen the resurgence. A lot of ways makes me think of Windjammers. You know, not that similar gameplay wise, but in terms of it being like, here's a really fun competitive game that isn't necessarily the standard rules of a competitive, you know, there's feels like there's a limited type of competitive games, and they found a way to make Dodgeball a great video game. This game's better than Baseball Simulator 1000, which has, you know, the ball does similar stuff in that game for sure. So there's some kind of kinship there. It's better than Kung Fu. Absolutely. It's better than Kickle Cubicle. Is Super Dodgeball better than Tecmo Bowl? It is, indeed. It's better than RC Pro-Am. It's better than Solomon's Key. It's better than Little Samson. But is it better than Gunsmoke? Yikes. Is Super Dodgeball better than Gunsmoke? It's that's a close one for sure. But no, Super Dodgeball is our new number 5. A game so good that they just fucking named it Super right out of the gate. We're not waiting for the Super Nintendo when everyone named their game Super. Super Dodgeball is an incredible video game. Always has been. I don't know that I must have owned it eventually, but I remember renting it multiple times. Just fan-fucking-tastic. Such a good feeling game. And again, I think there's aspects of it that if you wanted to round it out and make it like more interesting competitively, There are a lot of things you could do to the rules. There are a lot of different things you could do to it to make it, you know, esports. But it's a killer video game. I you know, sometimes you think like, oh, if they did make another one of those and polished it up to make it more balanced or rounded out or whatever, would it still be fun? And I don't know. I don't know the answer to that question. Faith suggests our next game, and I'm really curious about this one. Really curious about this one. It's another Activision joint, so I guess Microsoft owns this now. It's called Ghostbusters. Takuma Shoten Publishing made the family computer version of this. So this was originally a computer game. I love that computer game. I love Ghostbusters, the video game. This version, we'll find out. I'm not sure that I've ever played this. Oh, it has the voice sample at least. We can see normally, like when you fire this up, it plays the theme song. And then when it gets to the part in the song where it says Ghostbusters, you can make it say Ghostbusters. But also it has laughter in it. So when you first turn it on, it goes Ghostbusters. This is pretty good compared to the, you know, the other home versions of the game. Okay, so we're controlling the little Ghostbusters icon here. Wait, we didn't even have to outfit Ecto 1 or anything. Oh, geez. Why did they stop blinking already? You need a beam. Oh, man. So we have to go to the shop? So originally this game would start with a bunch of text. And look at the movement on these cars. This is awful. This is like, again, sub Commodore 64 on just the movement of these vehicles. It's awful. All right, maybe we need to restart here. We'll go straight to the shop. Because the circle, the pathway you draw on that map is the pathway you drive here. This is miserable. Oh, you can speed up. So you couldn't go any faster or slower in the original version. We just start with 10,000, huh? Well, we need a capture beam. We need a ghost vacuum. But we really... I hate this. Maybe we already have the proton packs. I don't know. But we want the ghost vacuum. We need traps. We probably want the PKE meter, the ghost alarm thing. Which I don't know why they call it ghost alarm. We already bought a ghost vacuum. Sound generator, I don't know what that does. I think that's... I don't know what that would do. Anti-ghost suit? Oh, do I only have 4 slots on top of that? You need a beam. Okay, well, we have a ghost vacuum now, so I should be able to at least suck up this ghost when we pass by it. This is awful. I hate this. Oh, well, that ghost went by so fast we couldn't even suck it up. Capture beam. Okay. Now we get to go bust some ghosts, I guess. Apparently we have gas in this version of the game. Why are there so many ghosts? Okay, drop the trap, and then we... What the fuck? Okay, we've frozen these ghosts. That means we'll have an opportunity to suck them up on the way here and prevent them from going into Zool, into the building, which raises the city's PK energy faster, which eventually is what triggers the end game. I hate this. It feels so bad. Like the way it's like in some ways they tried to expand upon the original design by having the shop be in game. So in the original game, you would what are we doing? We run out of gas? Okay, sure. Oh, and GS stands for gas, apparently. Great. The original game did not have a gas station. Oh, it stands for gas station. GS, gas station, right? So in the original game, you outfitted the car at the beginning of the game, and that was that. You didn't go back and then later on buy. Oh, we crossed the streams. That's fun, I guess. And so this idea of like outfitting your car with more shit later on in the game was not a thing, because the idea was that you would play it multiple times. And so you would type in your name, and then at the end it would, you know, assign it's like a password style system, I think is what it was. But basically you would play multiple times because you would then be able to afford more stuff. Like there were vehicles that had different carry capacities, and you'd be able to buy more traps so that you wouldn't have to go back to headquarters to empty your traps as often, which is what we're going to do now. Even though I don't know if my traps are full or not. It's weird because it has multiple ghosts per thing. No drums. This music is terrible. The idea that this is just going to play the entire time is really fucked. This is a shitty version of this game. Which is, I will admit that this game can be hard to love after all these years. I think it's, you know, it's not something that's aged. It's not something that's aged super well. Why? Oh, can we just not? Oh, okay. The movement on these other cars here is so juddery, just pop, 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 like it's a friggin' 2600 game. I'm so unhappy playing this. This is so bad. Enter Zool building. What? Why? Already? Okay, this was not in the... How do we move? Okay, I'm holding left and I'm mashing the A button. And now I'm holding up and mashing the A button. What the fuck? Oh, we got slimed. I like the Atari 2600 quality sound effect there on the sliming. Can we shoot back at any of these things? No? B button does nothing? Okay. This sucks. This was not in the other game. Holy shit. I want, you know, we're not going to do it here because it's not the appropriate venue for it, but now I really want to go play the real version of this game, which is a better game. And I feel like it got a real bad rap here. This is a terrible port of this. This is a terrible port of this. None of that stair stuff is in the original game. That's something they added for the Hot Famicom release. Terrible. Just every aspect of it. I think the like ghost catching stuff, it's a very simple kind of mini game where you're moving the two guys closer together and you don't want to cross the streams, and then, you know, you catch the ghost. Like, it's a really simple thing in the original game, but it's functional. It's snappy. It works. It's satisfying enough. And that aspect of it, like the proton packs, don't feel cool here either. What a fucking disaster. What a piece of trash. What a terrible game. Where does this go on the list? I mean, it's no Little Samson. I would rather play Tubin. And Tubin is fucking terrible. I would rather play WWF WrestleMania. But Xenophobe is like bad in a whole... No, I'd rather play Xenophobe. Like, this is like, because it's like the game is weird and obfuscated and removed from, like, you know, you're moving the Ghostbusters icon around a map and stuff. Like, you know, if I had not experienced this game as a child in its like original form, it'd be impenetrable. You'd be like, what the fuck even is this? Is this worse than Deadly Towers? Deadly Towers at least is like, you're a guy, you know, you shoot your sword, you do your thing, you know, it's like it's you. Is it worse than Motor City Patrol? No, it's not worse than Motor City Patrol. It's not the most straightforward game in the world, you know. And you know, by playing it as a kid in the original form that was much better, I had a lot of good time. I had a lot of good times with it. I played it a lot. There's no reason to play it multiple times as much as they built it that way. but I got to be pretty decent at it. You know, eventually the Marshmallow Man comes and stomps on buildings, and you can buy ghost bait to stop him from doing it. And then the problem with the original game is you get to the end game where you kind of do have to cross the streams. And that part, there's a door, if I remember right, and it just, that part felt random, and sometimes you would just lose because it was fucked. And so that was kind of like the main problem with it, is sometimes you would just get to the end of the game and it was like, it was fucked. But there you go. It's our new number 77. What a miserable thing. I was not expecting much from that port of the game, but holy smokes. That is a new level of bad. Everything they added to it makes the game worse. It's hilarious. Like, it was not a complicated or amazing video game initially, but like everything they decided, like, we got to spice it up for the Famicom. We got to spice up this video game console release. Because we don't want to open it with a bunch of text, like it's a text adventure. So we got to get to the action. Let's have an in-game shop. Yeah. That way you can work your way up to buying the ghost bait. Terrible. All right. Thanks to Faith for suggesting that one. I'm really taken aback by the quality of that game. I'm shocked in a way. Next game is from Manessa. And it's time to get down to business with a little jam I like to call Ice Climber. I had Ice Climber. I was in possession of Ice Climber. Much like Wrecking Crew, it will let you select levels. Kind of at will here. Let's play some Ice Climber. A lot of people have never seen this game. They only know of, and it makes me crazy. I wish it didn't. I wish I was not this person, but I am. I'm always going to be this person. When people call this game Ice Climbers, I get so mad. It's like, no. They're called Ice Climbers in Smash Brothers because there's two of them. The game is called Ice Climber. All right, so we've got two attacks here. We've got our little standing hammer, and then we've got a jumping hammer. The goal really is just to get to the top, and you can jack these fuckers if you need to. And you kind of just need to chip your way through and get up to the top. These guys, when they get out to an edge that they can't cross, they will run back and come back with an icicle that they can push into that gap to close the gap. Obviously, it's ice, so you will slip and slide. The jump is interesting. Like, you can't cross that gap. And now we need to catch this guy. Oh, we missed again. In a two-player game, the other ice climber cries. Or actually, I guess if we don't make it to the top, I think we'll cry either way. now we're in the bonus stage. No! The jump is really terrible. You don't have a, you have a like a limited amount of air control over it here. You see, I can, oh geez. If I jump straight up, I can control a little bit of directionality on the way down. And then this is like a conveyor belt, naturally, of course. Uh-oh. Get up there, fuck. This is not, I can't, well, I'll wait for this guy to fill in the gap, and then we'll smoke him. Check this out. Ah! Okay. Oh, this is not going to work out for me. All right. Oh, fuck. All right. Woo! Close, close. I played a lot of this game and enjoyed it as a kid. I have fond memories of Ice Climber, and so it was always a little weird to me when people started talking a whole lot of shit about Ice Climber in later years. Like, wait, people don't like Ice Climber? What the fuck is wrong with you? But it's not a great game. Yeah. Yeah. But, you know, it's a lot like Wrecking Crew. You know, I think in terms of it's just like, here's this, it's a very straightforward, like it's very arcadey. You know, if you were putting quarters into this, it might make a little more sense. And so, you know, on its own as like a home game, it is weird. Oh, fuck. Oh. I'm gonna guess if there's an arcade version of this, it was done like as part of the like versus system, as part of the. Oh man, we're getting lit up. That it was part of the, you know, Nintendo games in your arcade thing that they made. All right, you're dead. Yeah, what's up? Fall to your death. Fuck. All right. All right. I also like that they didn't bother to have like a new jumping animation when you're not, they just like remove the hammer from your hands. Which I guess it makes sense because you are jumping up to catch this thing and the animation makes sense there, but it's it's just kind of a weird, it's a weird looking jump. But yeah, this game feels like it was developed with arcades in mind, because it's the sort of game that, you know, hey, we got a score and we're playing 2-player, and oh, how far can we get? And but like bringing it home, other than in the context of like, hey, it was the early days of this platform, and you know, standards were what they were. And can I hit him with the hammer this way? Yeah. But you end up in these scenarios where it's like, okay, I gotta double catch these clouds before that fucker up there fills my hole. And he's gonna fill my hole. He's gonna plug it right up. Dick. Yeah, what's up now? We're dead. Oh. Yeah, I thought maybe I could fall in front of him and hit him, but I was wrong. Fill it up, bud. Yeah, thanks. Bop. Oh, no, no! Oh! Come on. No, no, no. Yeah. So you bounce off those walls. It's like, yeah, there it is. Game over. It gets frustrating fast when you get into the later levels. Let's see what the last level looks like. Oh yeah, fuck this. But they're all only 8 floors, you know? So at the end of the day... No, that Fuck this. Are you kidding me? Oh my god. Alright. It says Ice Climber. That's Ice Climber. You know, a better game than I think people give it credit for, but only by a little bit. You know? I think people really do shit on Ice Climber these days, and I think it's like conceptually sound. And I think even the way the jump is designed makes sense in the context of the game. It's just not fun, right? You know, it's just like, man. But back for, you know, what passes for the launch of the platform, especially in the US, I think it's fine. You know? But what does fine mean in this context, right? I mean, like where you put an ice climber. I think it, well, I mean, honestly, I think it is pretty similar. I think it is better than Wrecking Crew. But I think it is better. I think it is better than Wrecking Crew. But that's all about. That's about all I would say about it. Is that it's our new number 34. It's no Journey to Silius. It's this, you know, again, like for a launch game, like the music's really good. I like it's got some fun tunes. I like the characters. I like the look of the enemies and all of that, especially for an early first party game. I think that it's neat to see Nintendo artists making things that are not Mario sprites, you know, like that's when you look back on it, Ice Climber becomes a lot more forgotten than perhaps it was originally. Not whatever. It was not a big game originally, honestly. But in those early days, you took what you could get. And I would take Ice Climber over Wrecking Crew, but only ever so slightly. Okay. Now we're on to another game. Not all of the games for the Nintendo Entertainment System were licensed. Not all of them carried Nintendo's official seal of quality. There was a dark side. And we're going to journey to that dark side now. With a game that I did not know from back then. This is only a game I have become aware of relatively recently in the grand scheme of things. But this is from a little company called Color Dreams. And it is known as Master Chu and the Drunkard Hu. Q. It's from your friends at Joyvan. No, let me play the game. We need to collect 8 yin-yangs in order to face the boss. I found myself reading the manual for this last night in slight preparation. I believe this is the Master Chu, and if you play 2-player, the Drunkard Hu, who shows his face. You have this with the B button. He waves the fan. I have not found a use for this. I don't think it's an attack. We're invincible, which that's a good noise. If you shoot the holes and if you shoot these pots, items will come out, including items that you need to collect to finish the level. What is it? Was that a chicken? And so the levels seem to be based on you going around and shooting everything to try to find the hidden stuff. Oh. And now we have to fight this evil tree. And then we collected this key. Oh, apparently those yin yangs aren't real. Those are just background ones. Is that a Walkman? Oh, cool. We made it make the cool noise again. All right. We did it. Oh, I can block with that. Is that what? No, maybe not. Oh, okay. We have to lay down. We ran out of lift. Oh, you can shoot the fire. I guess we have to... I don't feel good. All right, round 3. It's making the cool noise again, everybody. We fell and had to sleep. That little walking chicken man gives me all my health back, which is mighty neighborly of him. We're short one, so now we have to go back and shoot more stuff. That's fun. We did it. We found all the symbols of harmony. Oh no, it's the tree man again. Only... I guess, can I stand on top of this? Because it's... How about I've got 3 lives, let's just shoot him. Good, good. Stump Stomper 2. This is really bad. I'm like, I messed with it just to make sure it ran, and you know, a few other things like that, and played through like the first stage. But this is truly, oh man. It's not like the levels are like long, so it's like there's not that much to shoot. You just have to kind of look and go, oh, well, that could be something I would shoot. And it's the same music every level. We found it. Saying the music's gonna be stuck in your head all day. I see there's I'm finding nothing about the music to be memorable. Like I'm forgetting it as it's happening, but it's still like the repetitive loop is still slowly killing me. Like, what am I supposed to do here to not take damage? I guess I'm just like making... Okay, well, I guess we can eventually shoot the fire. Okay. Gotta land more hits on it. Bandit 2. I like that the bosses immediately repeat themselves. It's good. It's a good game. Oh, good. Here we go. Yeah. Still a good noise. That's devious, man. That spider just fell on me. I just gotta walk around and shoot. Because as the levels have gone on, the oh, it's a pot and I can shoot the pot. Like the obvious stuff that it looks like you could shoot has been replaced by a bunch of weird bullshit. Oh, so sleepy. It's fun. It's fun to explore. I think that's one of the best things about video games is, where you get to really get out there and see the world. Also, I think they move. I don't think they're necessarily in the same spot each time. Ugh. We ran out of lift, and we ran out of lifts. At least it lets us continue, you know. Oh man, we're gonna try and finish this level mostly because I'm curious to see, because we've already fought the existing bosses twice, right? So will this be a third loop for the same bosses, or will it have new bosses? All right, just need one more. Oh, I don't feel good. This is... Oh. It's like playing this is starting to feel like a health hazard. All right, we beat the masked assassin. Oh, man. Everything about it feels so bad. Oh, no, no. Ugh. This level's easy. What is... Just weird heads over here just doing weird head stuff. Ninja. Yeah, look at that ninja. I can't. Okay, that's... Holy shit. That's Master Chu and the Drunkard Hu. My understanding is that when you continue past level 7, it will reset you to level 7. And I think there might only be 8 levels. I'm not positive on that one, but that's definitely a case for the Nintendo seal of quality. But there were games with the Nintendo seal of quality that I believe are probably worse than that. Actually, I guess we need to really think about it, and we really need to think about that. 10 levels? 10 levels. Okay, well, that's a lot of levels for the money. That's real. Well, now, I don't think that this game is better than Gunsmoke. I'm going to say it's probably worse than Gunsmoke. I'm going to say it's probably worse than Kid Nicky Radical Ninja. I think it's worse than RoboCop, a game that feels broken. It's worse than Xenophobe. It's definitely worse than Deadly Towers. Is it better or worse than Super Pitfall? That is the actual question we're asking here. Super Pitfall is a dreadful, awful, awful, awful piece of shit. Just a miserable fucking mess of a video game made by monsters in like an hour and a half. But it is an open world game. It's full of mysteries and secrets and all these other things that this game feels like it's trying to do and doesn't. Science. It's a hard, it's a cruel mistress at times. But what the science tells us, if we look into our hearts, and by hearts I mean science hearts, we will find that somehow, some way, Master Chu and the Drunkard Hu is our new number 81. You could understand what was happening in Master Chu in a way that Athena often does not. Super Pitfall, they made a chubby anime Pitfall Harry. You can at least appreciate that. He's got a pistol. This game is bad. It's bad. Yeah, the music in Super Pitfall is much better. Even if it is a bad version of the Pitfall 2 music. Oh, Pitfall 2. It's such a heartbreaker because Pitfall 2 is an incredible game. especially on 8-bit Atari home computers like the Atari 400 and 800, where they added a whole second quest to it. What an amazing video game. Pitfall 2 is incredible. Super Pitfall, based loosely on Pitfall 2, is like a dog shit on your face. Is like someone held you down and then held a dog over you, and then the dog like it's and then you said do it. You pushed the do it button, and then the dog did, and that's Super Pitfall. But somehow Master Chu, even worse than that. Oh God. I'm glad that we will hopefully never have to play that game ever again. I'm glad we will hopefully never have to play that game again. Next up comes a game from Power Yell, who went to the Gerstmann advisory panel over at patreon.com/Jeff Gerstmann and suggested Super Spy Hunter from Sunsoft. They made another Spy Hunter, but it's not Spy Hunter 2, the arcade game. But it is apparently a Spy Hunter 2 derivation, according to this. Spy Hunter 2 is not a very good game. The arcade game, no one talks about it. It's long forgotten, and for good reasons. It's just not like there was that and Max RPM and a couple other things that Midway tried it with that hardware that was just pretty terrible. This game, as I understand it, did not begin life as a Spy Hunter game. It's a game that came out in Japan under a different name, and then they slapped the Spy Hunter. Let's look that up just real quick here. But I believe this game is something else in Japan. It's Battle Formula. Right. Came out in Japan as Battle Formula, and then was brought over here as a sequel to Spy Hunter somehow. I'm not super familiar with this. I do remember seeing it here and there, but yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, this is identifiable as Spy Hunter-like, I suppose. Oh, look at that weird... What is... It's like they did Mode 7 in software. I am having trouble figuring out what the hell is happening in this game. Oh, apparently I can shoot the helicopters with my... Let me hold that L. Okay. Look at this. It slows down, but like, look at that. Look at how cool that looks. For a freaking... Oh, man, I've got the switchblade tires. This changes everything. Wow. And there's so many weapons vans. It's ridiculous. But also, I feel like there's a fucking lot happening immediately in this game. Do I hit a button for that? Okay, no. Well, apparently I wasted a bomb. Yeah, like original Spy Hunter, you turn into a boat. Well, hey, I'll say, whenever they were making this Battle Formula game, they sure did sit down and go, what are some things we could do to make a new Spy Hunter game? Oh, geez. We fell in the water. And then it gave us a Mega Man explosion. This music is fucking rugged, man. You forget sometimes, everyone talks about Konami when it comes to music on this platform, but Sunsoft was not fucking around. This, like Batman. I think it's weird how the water just goes into the road all of a sudden. Oh, I missed the L. This is fucking... Get that weird... Holy shit. The movement is really nuts. Like the road moving back and forth for no good reason, and me taking damage when I hit the sides is a really shitty thing to do. And look at that! Stop. Wait, if I stop on that, it looks real crazy too. What the fuck, dude? I had to drive on the backs of trucks? Now I gotta fight a truck and a helicopter at the same time? Fuck me. Good God. This is cool. It's like weird. Like I don't know that I'd say it plays great, because I think the shooting, especially as you're upgrading the weapons on your vehicle, like there's a lot of cases where you want to shoot things that are at your side there early on, and you don't really have the ability to do that. Oh man, we blew open the back and there were 2 more helicopters hidden inside. It's fucked. Ah! Okay, so I can move these. What a weird. So if I just hold down A, I can move these side shots to be in different positions. Okay, that makes more sense. That's a little... On a 2-button controller, that's kind of a lot. Oh, shit. Dude, this is rough. Oh, no, no, no. This is fucked. Does it start me at the boss? At least. We're going to stop here because I'll look at this. Look at how it curves. That's so crazy. It's such a cool effect. No, I did that thing again. Yeah, this is definitely a game I would love to just see. Yeah, whether it's a tool-assisted speed run or, you know, just some kind of... Just kind of show me what the entire game looks like. It's hard. I mean, you know, like it's... You don't really have that much life. You know, you can get those upgrades occasionally, but... And then it's just, you get out of the water and then you hit the change and you're like, holy shit. Nah. Oh. Okay, so one of the upgrades I got is automatic targeting. Ah! Damn it. Oh, I still have it. That's very handy. Oh, do I? No, I still have it. Okay. Okay. All right. Just gotta be careful. Also, this is the first boss. This is level frickin' 1. It's like Smash TV over here. It was like, here's a boss with 9 different forms. Good fucking luck. Please let that be the last form. I got really scared there the minute something else showed up on screen. I was like, oh no. What the hell, man? I had no idea. You know, I knew this game existed, and but I don't remember liking it. I don't know that I played. I'm trying to remember. Maybe a game I rented at some point. But I just I don't remember this game being as crazy as this is. This music sounds like a legally distinct riff on the Peter Gunn theme at times. Oh. It's so abrupt. Oh. Great. Great. It's a very dramatic explosion. I'm all the way back here? Yeah, Oil Slick. Let's try and go right off the bat here. It seems like that path on the left maybe just goes forever. I wonder. Oh, we're dead. So regardless of like how it turned out, you know, with them starting it under the name Battle Formula and not calling it that in Japan or whatever, like this game definitely, like they were definitely taking cues from Spy Hunter throughout its design. It's not just, hey, we were making this other game and we decided to call it Spy Hunter. Like this is, you've got this game's take on weapons vans, you've got this game's take on oil slicks, horrific sand pits, you know. No, no, no. Ah. Steer different than your steering. What are we doing? It's also, this game is also very hard. Like it's very unforgiving. That's cool. Wow. I'm really impressed, man. This is definitely a game I would like to play some more of. But it's so fucking hard, man. Wow. It's kind of wild. But yeah, it's Battle Formula. Battle Formula. Super Spy Hunter to you and me, Russ. Thanks to Power Yell for suggesting that one. I think a few people maybe suggested Super Spy Hunter. But I saw I think Power Yell typed it in first. Where does this go on the list? It's really cool. It's really cool. What it's a very neat game. And the music's outstanding. I really like the way it looks. The weapon upgrades seem interesting, though it's kind of, again, like it's tricky, but the way the road curves, that kind of like weird fake mode 7 thing it was doing, like it's doing a lot for the platform. It's kind of nuts. So where does this end up, man? This is got to be up there a little bit, I think. You know, this is better than the Bugs Bunny Crazy Castle. It's better than 3D World Runner. It's better than Section Z. I suppose it's better than City Connection, though my personal love of City Connection knows no bounds. It's better than Muscle Tag Team Match. It's better than Kabuki Quantum Fighter. Dare I say, is it better? Is it better than Xanac? I don't know. Xanac is pretty awesome. Xanac is a wonderful scrolling shooter. It's no Commando. So we're kind of thinking, Trojan is a better game. Baseball Simulator 1000 is really cool. But, and yet, this is where we're ending up here. This is, Super Spy Hunter, our new number 15. Our new number 15. I'm shocked, man. Because again, this is Super Spy Hunter is something I remember like looking at once, going, whatever, and I don't remember a damn thing about it other than like it was more shootery, or you know, there was something about it like that I kind of vaguely remembered. But really impressive presentation wise, visually, the sound effects and music. Obviously, I think is some of the best we've heard so far over these 11 episodes. Honestly, that music is fantastic. Little on the rough side, you know, just in terms of how fast it goes and the reaction time, you know, the reactions you have to make to the road or the lack of road. I think that sort of stuff is could have been better. And it's kind of wild. I don't know. Yeah. And it's, you know, for a game that didn't start out as a Spy Hunter game, or, you know, however they approached it, you know, maybe in development, they were always thinking, you know, hey, we made Spy Hunter for the NES. Let's make a follow up to that and we'll call it what we'll call it. Because, you know, I wonder if the Japanese version has that music in the second level that is very obviously, let's call it an homage to the Peter Gunn theme from the original Spy Hunter. I wonder if that was always their goal in development. I'll have to read up on it, see what we can find one of these days here. All right, this will probably be our last game. Sad Bros suggests this one. And this is a game I don't think I know anything at all about. It's from Atlas. Oh, did I not show we swapped back. Yeah. It's called Rockin Kats. The sign flashes. Oh, we have a little tutorial here if we let it go. Oh, look at that. Okay. Okay. Little Bionic Commando up in here. All right, let's try it. Wow, wait, what? We want the Midnight Channel, right? Downtown Street Sky Ace. Ooh. Let's try Downtown Street. It's like some unholy mix of Bionic Commando and DuckTales. No. Well, that left a little to be desired. I wish I could just like jump up. Like I wish I didn't have to do the spin because the spin is a little finicky. A lot of this control is really finicky. Hey, what? Get off. Oh, okay. What a weird game. Uh-oh. Help. Please. Please. Take my skateboard. Please. Just dogs just dumping. I like that the skateboard stays with us. Just kind of crazy movement, like weird ideas about how movement should work, and like some of it's really successful and some of it is just a lot for its era, you know. Like the idea that you can go diagonally down to kind of get a little bit of a launch in a direction is interesting. That's like, yeah, like I can kind of do this. Boom. How can I get that? What can I, yeah. Oh, you fucker. All right, that works. Okay. Oh, if I hold the button down, I get my little... Oh, okay. What was that? Help me, Willie. Hey, Willie. I will not give Jill to you. I'll give you some of my heavy sound. Whoa. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Like, you have to hold that button down for a long time before it gets into catch mode, though. It's kind of... I guess the question is, does throwing the item do more damage than your bare fist? Shit. Shit. Ah. The turnaround, so they don't... Like, you don't immediately... If you're attacking, you don't immediately turn around. And so it can be hard sometimes to go from attacking one way to attacking another. It's not that big a deal. It's actually pretty good, except in cases where you need to be turning around quickly. Ah. Shit. Man. You feel like you're doing okay, and then it all just slips away, man. There. Thank you, Willie. I love you. I only did what I had to do. Oh, shit. All right, let's try Sky Ace. Oh. I thought maybe it would be like a whole shooter level or something. Huh. Seems that becomes an attack. All right, now we're talking. Just supposed to fight this dog now with like on a tiny platform. Oh, do I have to do this whole thing again? It's interesting that you can kind of speed the plane up by doing that attack if you can just time it and land it. Okay, can't catch those. Oh man, it lasts a long time too. This is fucked. Okay, I was like, hopeless. Oh, good. Thank you for spawning an angry thing. Yeah, that's a tough one. You don't get a lot of room to move there. Rockin Kats. GC something L D9D asterisk $. This is a bomber. This shoots twin balls. These are jet sneakers. We got a Western adventure. What's our channel 3 here? Playland. All right. It's Rockin Kats. That's Rockin Kats. That's I feel like Rockin Kats has really cool ideas. The punch, like being able to punch down and back, like behind you to kind of launch yourself, and then also that counts as an attack, so you can do that into enemies, is just mechanically really interesting. And so the sorts of things you can do with your glove, like kind of using it as a grappling hook, but also using it as the kind of like Scrooge McDuck pogo stick attack. But then also using it diagonally to propel yourself in some situations or bounce off a wall and do some, like there's like those mechanics probably put into a game that was built to exploit those mechanics, like something a little more deliberately acrobatic than this game seems to be, would be kind of amazing. But as it stands, like there's still like little areas that you can't get to unless you know what you're doing with some of those movement abilities. And that's fascinating unto itself. I'm pretty sure I've never played that game before. I think I've seen it and, you know, knew what the Rockin Kats looked like. Like, oh, look at that cat. You know, kind of vague idea or whatever, but I don't know that I've ever actually played that game. It's really neat. I think that, you know, there's like presentational stuff of like when you die, it immediately just restarts and you're like, oh, did I die? Wait, what happened? Did I teleport? Like there's some funky stuff there. The level design and enemy layout stuff is not great, but it's got a certain charm to it, both, you know, visually and mechanically, but like a mechanical charm to it that, again, you almost wish that like some of those ideas were in a game with levels that were more, at least those first two levels, like more deliberately taking advantage of some of the movement that you have at your disposal. And that's cool. It's neat. What does it's neat get us these days? Well, it's better than Jackie Chan's action kung fu. Um, but it's not better than Kabuki Quantum Fighter. Is it better than Low G Man, the Low Gravity Man? I think that's the real question. I don't know. Low G Man, the Low Gravity Man has some it's similar in that it has a lot of interesting ideas and also has a weird downward attack like Rockin Kats does, strangely enough. I don't think it's as good as Batman the video game. And so we're kind of narrowing into this region. It's better than Archon. It's better than Zizix. Zizix. It's, you know, as much as I love Rescue the Embassy Mission, Rockin Kats is above it. So I think what we're looking at here. Here's what we're looking at here. Is it better or worse than Astyanax? I think is the actual question we're asking here. And the answer, scientifically, is that Rockin Kats is our new number 25. Thanks to Sad Bros for recommending that one. Thanks to everyone who recommended games. You can recommend games over on Patreon, patreon.com/Jeff Gerstmann. Head over there. They have you can just follow pages now. You don't have to pay money. Obviously there are perks and things you will get. You know, ad-free podcast, bonus shows, and the ability to suggest games here on this program. Early access to the Jeff Gerstmann Hall of Fame, all of those sorts of cool bells and whistles over at patreon.com/Jeff Gerstmann. But there's just like a free following thing there. If you want to just kind of see what I'm up to, you can do that as well. And if you're part of the Gerstmann Advisory Panel, tier of support, Hall of Heroes, whatever then you can suggest games. Scroll back into the mid-August time frame. You know, I will try to post this video onto Patreon with the list, and then maybe we can have a new place for people to, and then I'll create another locked post for people to suggest games again, because that one's getting kind of scrolled back pretty far. So yeah. Rockin Kats. We have 4 games on the list right now for next time that we did not get to. And the first one here on this list, it says Super Mario Brothers. So unless the list goes through some dramatic upheaval, that's probably something we will look at next time and see what that game's all about. I don't really understand. Like, the words don't make sense. A Mario, okay, Brothers? I don't know. As well as Solstice. Oh, Solstice. Oh, Solstice. Oh, Anticipation. Oh, Tiny Toon Adventures. Those are the games that we'll be looking at over the next couple of weeks here. If not next week, then the week after. As we dip into this and continue to rank every game released for the Nintendo Entertainment System here in North America. So come back next time. We'll keep building the list. We've got 84 games on it right now. From Rygar to Athena. Will either game be topped or bottomed? Will Athena be the power bottom on our list for all time? Tune in next week. I'll see you soon.